This is the Roulette Master, and I cannot wait to introduce to you the incredible new Precision Ladder Roulette system by Todd. He says you will make so much money playing this system that you'll never want to play anything else, and I cannot wait to share it with you. Today, we're going to test this system against a system that has 11 streets to start that I think you're going to absolutely love as well, and we're going to jump into that first, and let's see which one of these incredible roulette systems makes the most money in 15 minutes. I can't wait to find out, so let's place those bets and get started. We're going to bet on every street except for the one that hit last to start, and then we'll get to that new system of the day, and can't wait to do that. So let's go ahead and place our bets, and here we go. Everything's going to have $5 on it except for the street that hit last, and we're at a $55 total bet right now. Let's go ahead and spin, and I'll show you how this incredible roulette system works. That's a 29 black. So we got a $5 win there. Fantastic. We're going to remove the one that hit last, which is the 29th street. And then we're just going to spin again at $50 total bet. Now instead of 11, we have 10. And here we go. That's a 33 black. That's another nice win. We're up $15 now. We're going to remove the 33 street. And then spin again with a $45 total bet. And here we go. This starts out super high coverage, but still remains pretty high coverage as you go through, which is awesome. We're up $30 now. Let's remove that street that just hit, the 21. And now we have a $40 total bet out there, and let's spin. Okay, that's a 2 black. Another win, and we're up $50 all of a sudden. Let's go ahead and remove the 2 street. And you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's as low as we go unless we're not in profit. So we're going to, if we get a win here, we're going to restart. And that's an 8 black. But we got the win. So we're going to reset. We're up $75. We just pick another 11 streets. Now make sure you watch the whole thing because if you lose that bet, you need to know what to do next. And it's going to be really important. So let's place a bet on every street for $5 each, except for that one that hit last. And let's keep making money with this fantastic roulette system. That's a 26 black. That's a nice win. And we're up 80. We'll remove the 26th street. And then spin at $50 total bet now. And here we go. Okay, that's a 20 black, and that is another win. You're going to get a lot of wins with this system. We're up $90, and we're going to remove the 20 street. Now we have a $45 total bet, and let's spin. That's a 20 again. Wow. Okay, we'll take... Oh, actually, I'm sorry. That means it's a loss because it repeated. So we're just going to double the bet when that happens. And here we go. I guess if you don't want a repeater if you pull that one off, do you? That's a 17 black, and that's a win there of $30. We're up 75, and we're going to remove the 17th street now. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that and spin with an $80 total bet here. Here we go. And that's a 22 black. Okay, that's a nice win. Let's see how many are left. We're up $115. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means we're going to remove one. And the lowest we go is 7 unless we're not in session profit. So so let's go ahead now and spin with a $70 total bet here. And let's see what we get. That's a 6 black. And that's a nice win. So again, if you win with 7 streets, you restart. We're already up $165. So we're going to restart. But once we lose that one, I'll share with you what to do next. We're going to bet on everything except for the 4, 5, 6, the one that hit last. And let's continue to make profit with this fantastic roulette system. And we're up $165. We're back to our $55 starting bet. And can't wait to introduce to you the incredible new system of the day coming up as well. That's a 27 red, and that's a win. We're up 170 now. Let's remove the 27th street. And spin again at $50 total bet. And here we go. Let's see, that's a 2 black. And that's another win. So we're up 180. And this is a good system if you like winning, because it sure does win a lot. And here we go. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin at $45 total bet. All right, here we go. That is a 31 black. Another good win of $15. We're up $195. Let's remove that 31 that just hit and spin again at $40 total bet. So since we're at 40, we know we're at 8 right now. That's a 21 red. We got it. So that means we're going to be down to 7 once we remove the 21. And that means that if we get a win here, we will reset. If we lose, we're just going to double the bet, and that's a 19 red. Okay, we lost, so we're going to double the bet from 35 to 70 and spin. And then we'll assess, once we get a win with 21 numbers, we'll assess if we're in profit or not. And that's a $50 win. And we're up $230, and we are definitely in profit. If we are not, you can go to 6 streets, but usually you don't go that low. So we're going to bet on everything except for the 17 and restart. We're up $230, and we're going to start back over again with 11 streets again and spin. And here we go. Well, let's see what we get here. That is an 11 black. Okay, nice win there. We're up $235, and we'll rebet and spin. And here we go. That's a 36 red. Okay, that's a $5 win. We're up $240. Let's remove that 36. Okay, now we're at a $50 total bet. I saw a clip of a guy the other day that kept betting on every single number, and each time saying, I can't lose, I can't lose. Well, you actually are losing if you bet on every single number because of the house edge. So let's remove the one that just hit. And let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. And that's a 25 red. That's a nice win. We're up $265. Let's remove that 25. And let's spin. Sounds like a good idea, though, to bet on every number if that actually won, right? That's a 23 red. And that's a $20 win. We're up $285. Let's remove the 23. That gets us to a $35 bet, which tells us that we have 7 streets. And if we win, we're going to reset. That's a 30 red. And we got it. So we're resetting. We're up $310 now. We're going to bet on every street except for the 30. So let's go ahead and do that and spin at $55 total bet. And here we go. That's a 7 red. Okay, we usually get that one. That's high coverage. We're up $315. Let's remove the 7. And let's spin. So we're starting out with 33 numbers. That's why you almost always win these first spins. But you still have pretty high coverage even when we get close to resetting. And we're going to go ahead and remove the 5 street now. And spin with a $50 total bet. Again, when you get to that $35 bet, if you haven't had any losses yet, you'll know that if you get that win, it's time to reset. But that won't happen this time because we just lost there. So we're going to double up from 45 to 90 and spin. And let's see what we get here. That's a 00. We definitely lost again. So we're going to go ahead and just double from 90 to 180 and spin. This is a $2,000 bankroll system. So we have plenty of money to be patient, and that's a 17 black. If you want to play for less, you can definitely do that. Let's remove the one that hit last here. And now let's see how many we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're at a 160 total bet. So let's see if we can get a win here. Okay, that's a 23 red. That's a nice win. And we're up $330. And if the bets get big like this, stop when you get to 8. Don't go to 7. Just reset. So we're up $330. There's no reason to place another big bet on 7 streets. So we're doing great. So we don't want to do that. We want to reset. And here we go. And let's spin at $55 total bet. And here we go. Looks like it's going to be a 36 red. And that's a win. And almost always get that one. We're up $335. And we'll remove the 36. And spin. All right, here we go. That's a 32 red. Okay, another win. We're up $345. We'll remove the 32. And this is a system you can just cruise with and consistently make money. And you just need to make sure you start with your bets low and have a good sized bankroll. This is a $2,000 bankroll with $5 units, which means that you can do this with a $400 bankroll and dollar units. We're up $360, and let's remove the 28. Okay, now we're at a $40 total bet. Let's spin. And here we go. That's a 24 black. It almost hit the 36 again, but we lost either way. So let's go ahead and double up from $40 to $80 and spin. And let's see what we get on this one. That's an 8 black. That's a good win. So we're up $360, and we're going to remove the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What that tells us is that if we get a win here, that we're going to reset. And if we lose, we're going to double the bet. That's a 17 black. And we got the win. So we reset. If we had lost, we double up and tried the 7 again. We're up $410, and let's bet on everything except for the 17. And here we go. $55 total bet, and let's spin. Okay, that's a 26 black. Okay, $5 win. We're at $415. And let's remove that 26. And let's spin. Okay, that's a 21 red. Okay, good win there. We're at $425. Let's remove that 21. And spin it, $45 total bet. Here we go, and it looks like it's going to be a 4 black. Another good win. We're at $440 now. Let's remove that 4 street. And spin. $40 total bet now. Okay, that's a 31 black. Another good win. We're at $460. Let's remove the 31, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means that if we get a win, we reset. If we lose, we double up. That's a 27 red. And we lost, so we double up. We're going to go from 35 to 70 and spin. And let's see what we get on this one. That's a 15 black. And there's our win, $50 win. We're at $475. We're going to reset. So let's bet on everything except for the 15. And spin. All right, here we go. So the only time you would go to 18 numbers is if you won and you were not near profit. So then if that happened, you could remove one more street, but no more than that. And let's go ahead and take out the 5 street. And let's go ahead and spin it, $50 total bet. And here we go. That's a $50 loss there, so we're going to double up and spin again here. Obviously, because we hit the 0 on that one. That's a 7 red. Okay, nice win there. We're at $450. We'll go ahead and remove the 7. All right, let's spin again at $90 total bet now. And that's a 12 red there. Another good win. We're at $480. Let's remove that 12 now. Okay, let's spin, and then we'll see how many streets we have left after this one. That's a 32 red. Okay, good win. We're at $520. It just keeps growing the profit. And we're going to remove that street, and let's see how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you know what that means. That means if we get a win, we reset. So let's see if we can do that. If we don't, we'll double up. And that's a 19 red. But we got the win, so we're at $570. So we're going to bet on everything except for the 19. And let's see. That's a $55 total bet again. And let's spin. We have about a minute left with this one, just cruising along. Again, you can also do this with a $400 bankroll and dollar units. And that's a $5 win, so we're at $575. Let's remove this one and just like that, and spin with the $55 total bet. All right, let's see what we get here. That's a 9 red. Fantastic. We're at 585. Let's remove the 9. Okay, now we'll spin with the $45 total bet. Coming down the stretch, this one's just doing fantastic, and that's an 18 red. And that's a $15 win. We're up $600, and time just expired. So after 15 minutes, we made fantastic profit with this one. I hope you really enjoyed this 11th Street roulette system. And now it is time for the incredible new roulette system of the day. Let's see if it can make more than $600 in the next 15 minutes. I'm excited to find out. Let's get started. All right, the time is finally here for the incredible new Precision Ladder Roulette System by Todd. You're going to love this one. Let's place the bets and get started. We're going to start by betting $10 on the dozen that hit last and $10 on the dozen that's been the longest since it's hit. But this is just one level in this system. I have a lot to share with you about this, so make sure you watch the whole thing. You're going to absolutely love this system. And that is a 2 black to start. And we're going to play dozens until we lose, and then we'll get to the next level. We're going to be on first 12 and second 12. Again, the last one to hit and the longest since it has hit. And this is the Precision Ladder Roulette System. That's a 7 red. Another nice win there. We're up $20, and we're going to be on first 12 and second 12. And let's spin again. And I can't wait to go through this with you and share with you all the different levels. Real simple to use. And I think you're going to make a lot of money with this system. We're going to have $10 on second 12, $10 on third 12. And let's get another win here, and then we'll check our balance. Okay, that's a 7 red. I think we lost that one. We did. So we're going to go now to the bets that we had before. However, we're going to switch to the same dozens, but we're going to switch to double streets. So we're going to have 3 double streets in those 2 dozens where we lost. And let's go ahead and spin. All right, so we're going from dozens to double streets, and that's a 16 red. And that's a nice $30 win. We're at $40 now. So we're going to go to second and third, again, for 10 each, which is, again, the last to hit and the longest since it's hit. And that's just one of the levels to this system. There's a bunch of recovery levels, but real easy to use. And that's a nice win there. We'll be on second 12 and third 12. We're up $50. And let's go ahead and spin. And I really like the way this system works. You'll see more as we go through. That's a 2 black. Okay, we lost. So we bet on the same 2 dozens. However, we just pick 3 double streets and spin. So we start out with 10, 10, a $20 bet. Now we have a $30 bet. And that's an 8 black. And we lost that. So now we're going to go from double streets to corners, and we're going to go from $10 to 20. And we're going to have 4 of those. So let's go ahead and we're going to place, again, 4 corner bets. And that's 16 total numbers with $20 each. Let's go ahead and spin. Okay, that's a 0. Okay, we lost that one. So now we're going to go, we had $20 bets on those corners. We're going to have $30, and we're going to pick some streets. And we're going to pick 3 in each. Just like that. And we're going to have a 180 total bet now. Let's see if we can get the win here. That's a 26 black. And that's a nice win. So now we're back up $100 and we restart. And there's more levels after that, and I'll share all of that with you. So we're going to be on third 12 now. We're back to the beginning, and we'll be on second and third 12 for 10 each. And here we go. Okay, that's a 17 black. And that's a win. So we'll be on second 12 and first 12 now. Let's go ahead and spin. And it goes a couple more levels even after that one we were on. So it has a real long recovery, lots of levels that give you the chance of recovering. It's probably the best way of putting that. So let's go ahead and we'll go first and second now. Again, the last to hit and the longest since it has hit. And here we go. That's a 5 red. That's a win. So we'll be on first 12 and third 12 now. And let's spin. All right. The Precision Ladder Roulette system. Doing fantastic so far. And I think it'll continue to do fantastic. But let's keep playing. And we're going to be on 3 double streets now. And then, just like that. So we go from a $20 bet to a $30 bet. And here we go. That's a 3 red. And we won. That's a $30 bet. We're up 140 bucks. And now we're back on first 12 and third 12 back at base level. So we start out with the two dozens, and then we go to 3 double streets. And they stay at $10 units for the first 2. Let's go ahead and we'll be on third 12 and second 12 now. Let's spin. And but then once we get to the next level, which is the corner bets, the 4 corner bets, those are going to be at 20 instead of 10. And that's a loss there. So let's just go through it again here. So we're going to pick 3 at 10 each. Again, we're not going to raise the unit size until we get to the corner bets. And then we're going to go to 20 instead of 10. But right now we're just at 10, which is a $30 bet. Okay, we lost that. So now we're going to go to 20 each on 4 corners. And let's spin. Now we're at an $80 total bet. If we lose this, then we're going to go to 30 each on 6 streets. And we did lose again, so we're going to pick 6 streets at 30 each. And let's spin. If we lose this, we're going to go to split bets. And here we go. That's a 2 black. And we lost again. So now we're going to have to go to split bets, and we're going to have 8 of those. You can see these were at 30 each. We're going to go to 40 each on 8 split bets. So there's 1, 2, and then let's do 3, 4, and we'll do 5, 6, and then we need 8 of these. 7, and then let's do 8 right here. So we have 8 split bets at $40 each. This is a $320 bet. Now, if we lose this, we're not toast. We're going to go to single numbers. So I'll let you know how many and how much we're going to bet on here in a second. But let's try to get a win here first. That's a 28 black. We didn't get the win. So now we have to go to 16 numbers. At you can see on these last ones here that we were at 40. So we're going to be at 40 again. We're not going to go up past the 40. We're just going to put 40 on 16 numbers. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, and 16. Make sure that's right. It is. So we have 40 numbers on 16 numbers. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now let's recover this and get back to base level. Here we go. That's a 22 black. Okay, we got it. That's an $800 win. So we're back up $320. We're going to go back to base level again. So we'll be on second and first for $10 each. And here we go. So let's go through all of that again. And so the dozens are at 10 each. Then we've got the double streets at we're going to have 3 of them at 10 each, which is 30. That's level 2. We're up $330. We'll be on second 12, and it looks like first 12 now. Let's go ahead and spin. So that's the first 2, and then the third one we go from $10 to $20, which is on we go from the corner bets to the streets. So let's see here. We'll go through it all again. We're up $340, and we'll be on second or it looks like first and second now. Again, we're doing the last one to hit and the one that's the longest since it has hit. And here we go. That's an 11 black. That's a good win. So now we'll be on first 12 and third 12. And let's spin. And here we go. That's a 27 red. That's a nice win. So we'll be on third 12 and second 12 now. And Again, this is the Precision Ladder Roulette system, and let's get it going again. That's an 11 black. Okay, that's a loss. So remember, we go to 3 double streets at 10 each. So the first bet's 20, this is 30. And here we go. That's a 19 red. And we got it. So that's a $30 win. We're up $370. We'll be betting on second and third for 10 each. So we got a $20 bet out there again. So the first bet would be 20. The second bet would be 30. And we'll go through all that again, though. So we're on second 12. And looks like also third 12. We're at $380. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That is a 16 red. And that's a $10 win. So we'll be on second and third. We're at $390 now. So continuing to add profit here. And here we go. That's a 7 red. That's a loss. So we will do 3 double streets. Let's go ahead and spin. So the first bet was 20. This is 30. And that's a 35 black. And I think that's a loss. And it is. So now we go to the corner bets and we go to 20 each. And let's spin. This is an $80 total bet now. And here we go. That's a 32 red. Okay, we won. But remember, if we lost that, we'd go from $20 to $30. And we would put that on 6 streets. So that would be the next step. We're up $440 now. And we'll be on third 12 and second 12. All right, here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 34 red. Nice win there. We'll be on third 12 and second 12 now. And let's spin. Okay, that's a 27 red. Okay, and $10 win. We're at $460. Now we'll be on third 12 and second 12. Again, the longest since it's hit, plus the one that's most recent to hit. And that's an 11 black. Okay, we lost. So we go to the 3 double streets and spin. All right, then we would go to the 4 corners with 20 each if we lose. And we did lose, so we'll go to the 4 corners. You can pick whichever ones you want at 20 each. That's an $80 total bet. All right, here we go. That's an 18 red. And we didn't get it. So now we were on the corner bets. Now we're going to go to 6 streets at 30 each. And let's spin. If we lose this, we go from these street bets to split bets at, and we go up another $10. So we did lose that. So now we're going to go to the split bets. And you can see these last ones here. They had 30 each. So we're going to go to 40 each on the split bets. And then we're going to have 8 of those. Actually, I'm sorry, those are at 40 each. So as we were at 30, now we're at 40. And there's 6. Now we're going to go 2 more. So you have to have 8 split bets at this level. That's a $320 bet. Let's spin. If we lose at this, then we will go to those single numbers again, and that's a 35 black. Ouch, we lost again. So now we have to go back to that last level, which is 16 at 40 each. So let's pick 16 numbers at 40 each, and let's recover this bad boy. And oops, not that way. Here we go. So right now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We need one more. So let's do this one right here. That's $640 total bet. And this is a $2,000 bankroll system. So we're good there. We need to get a win here, though. And let's see if we can get it right now. That's a 26 black. And we got it. That's an $800 win. So now we're up $630. How about that? So if you do make it to that last level, it really pays off. So we're going to be on third 12, and it looks like first 12. But I can't believe it made it to the last level twice. That's surprising to me. But I can't wait to see what you guys think, and if you test this out, how you do with this. That's a 14 red, and we're coming right down the stretch here, and that's a loss. So you can see we were on first and third. So we're gonna pick 3 of them in those dozens, 3 double streets, and this is the second level. And here we go. That's a 10 black, and we got it. So you always reset when you get the win. We're up $640, and we'll be on first and third. Okay, let's spin away and get some more wins here. That's a 21 red. And we lost, so we'll pick 3 double streets and spin. This is level 2, and that's a 0. We don't like that. So we're going to go ahead and go to level 3 now, which is going to be corner bets. And you can see on those, we're going to have $20 each on those corner bets. Okay, let's go ahead and spin, and let's see what we get here. Oh my goodness, another 0. That is horrible luck. Okay, so you can see those were at 20 each. So we're going to be now on, we're going to go from corners to the 6 streets. So those are going to be at 30 each. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. Thought I was going to hit the 0 again. My goodness. We got the win. That's a $180 win. We're up $690, and we just hit the 15-minute point. So after 15 minutes, we made $690 with this incredible new system from Todd. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments when you test this out. That would be fantastic. I really appreciate everyone sending in all the fantastic systems. In fact, I was playing last night with some people that were fantastic, and I was saying, you know what? You guys have been sending incredible systems in lately, and I really appreciate it, and it's fantastic to see. And that's what we do on this channel, is search for the best roulette system possible each and every day. I love it, and remember to send your systems to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's where I get the emails every day, and we test these things out. And I absolutely love it. If you're enjoying the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep growing this community of people that absolutely love roulette like I do. And this is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.